So, it's been a while since I've done NMPZ. I've done a couple no moving games, of course, but I've been able to pan, I've been able to zoom. This time, I'm taking away panning and zooming, and we're only going to get a still image. Should be a lot tougher to get streak and a lot tougher to get high scores because we don't really have information. Can't look and find any. Can't zoom in on a sign, even if we can see one. This should be Brazil, though. We have the Brazil waffle pole here, and with the landscape, it makes sense. Can't really see the pole that clearly, but hopefully you can see that enough. When it's a bit drier, it's usually going to be in the northeast, but it's not quite, right? It's not quite like sandy and desert the way it is in the northeast. So I'm thinking that maybe this could be like, over west a bit. I think there's a chance. I might just hedge here. Try to get as many points as possible. We could go for it, but also like there's a chance it's just Bahia. But it could also be, in my opinion, like Manaus. I could see it. I could see it being Belém. Let's just hedge it. Ends up being way south. Yeah, tough round because we're in this protected area. Just tough. We do get Brazil, right? But with the soil color, that's just going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Now, you do also see soil color that's lighter in the south as well. And it gets really red in some areas, especially near the panhandle and up through here at times. But, I mean, it's red everywhere. Tough round to start with, but we do get Brazil. This one should be Canada, right? I mean, not 100% of the time. Could be U.S. Could be weird. I'll tell you what's making me lean Canada. One, there's snow. Looks cold. Houses strike me as more Canadian. Do have a stop sign. But also, like, do you see the wrap on this house? I feel like in the U.S. it would say Tyvek. Maybe just a popular brand that I'm familiar with, but it doesn't say that. It says, like, Flex It or something like that. Flex something. I don't know. I am going to go Canada here. I don't really know where there's snow coverage. I just don't. I know Ontario has some. So maybe I'll just go like Thunder Bay. And it ends up being Canada, but it's as far north Manitoba pretty much as you can get. Churchill. Never seen that before, so kind of a tough round. This one's going to be no different. It looks like we have a little bit of car meta here, potentially. Kind of a weird blur. Maybe for that reason, with how it looks, it's got to be Réunion. I think I like that. We get some like volcanic looking rock. It like the clouds are so low, plus probable car meta. I would say this is a north-south road in like the middle of Réunion over a little bridge. Can we find anything that fits that? Well, we know there's probably water east-west. The bridge is like pretty true north-south, I would say. So I think this is a 5K-able round. But I guess there's no telling that I'm even correct about this, but it's just a thought that I have. This is not quite right. It's like a walking trail. That shouldn't be it. That kind of makes sense to me. To the south, the road curves to the west. So that's not quite right. Because to the south, this road seems like it curves east a little bit. But I do like the look of that. Unfortunate. I'd love to be able to 5K this though. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'd love for this to be in the middle. Let's see. It seems like a somewhat significant body of water. I mean, well, I guess I can't say that, but we just feel kind of high up, That angle does not fit. This angle does not fit. Again, we feel like pretty north-south. It could change when you zoom in, which obviously I can't do. So, like, that angle actually kind of fits a little bit. Like, a little bit. But I feel like it's going to be somewhere on this here. Oh, could that be it? To the south, the road curves. Can't really tell what's going on there. Maybe something else. You know what? Let's go for it. Either way, we'll just hope it's Réunion. And it is. Unfortunately, just did not find the right road. And there it is. I mean, it really was pretty true north-south. And the road to the south curves west. But yeah, I mean, still a pretty good score. Just picked the wrong area. And kind of a sharp curve there, but tough to tell. Tough to tell. Not a bad score. Not a bad score. I don't know this one, though. I thought Philippines. We got a motorbike. Common in Southeast Asia for sure. Concrete road, driving right. Philippines makes a lot of sense to me. Some yellow road lines going on as well. The rest feels a little bit weird. But I probably would just go Philippines here. And that's what I'm going to do. Ends up being way more north, but it is in the Philippines. This should be Senegal. It just has a Senegalese feel. Got some black road, but like straight desert, sand. Like orangey though to the side. Just random green plants popping up. I'm pretty confident on Senegal here. And also, we do have kind of a weird car blur as well, which tells you you're going to have car meta in some capacity, which doesn't really help when you know it's Africa, because pretty much every place in Africa is car meta. But I do think it's going to be Senegal here. Let's go northeast road curving north through a town. I mean, kind of tough to pinpoint one. I mean, this probably not the city, but I don't know that we're going to be able to find anything that... There we go. That fits enough. 58 miles away. Ends up being up here. And we were on more of a main road. But that's okay. End up getting 17K. With the 5 streak, though, just not great guesses in Canada and Brazil regionally. This one's kind of tough. Really red dirt. Just a huge blur in the middle of the screen. Can't really see much. Looks like we might have the shadow of a satellite dish. Kind of making me think Brazil. This pole, though. I could see that being a waffle pole. Satellite dish is very common in Brazil. I think especially in the north. I'm gonna go a mapa here. Ends up being Brazil. In the general area. Wrong state, but I mean, Brazil's tough. I'll take that at least. I thought Bolivia right away, but with these guardrails, you can't really see it. Hold on. But with these guardrails, you can see at the very bottom there. Let me move my camera to here. These should be in Peru, right? Yellow middle line. With this type of coloring, which sounds a little weird, also sun north, doesn't really help much. I would say it's somewhat close to Lake Titicaca here. Just with, I don't know, these random kind of shrubs popping up and the color of everything. Like you get some browns in there, some like dry green, brown, whatever. I just think it's going to be around that area. Unlikely to line anything up. North-south, curving east, and then back north probably. What did I say? North-south, curving east. I mean, that's going to fit enough. Ends up being Bolivia. How? Okay, do you get those in Bolivia also? I could have sworn that was just a Peru guardrail thing. Okay, well. There you go. First instinct was right. That's annoying. Also, this is the second time in Bolivia that I've seen numbers on the side of the road there. So that could be a Bolivian tell, maybe. I don't know what they mean exactly. But, yeah, Bolivia. It makes sense. It looks like Bolivia. But I thought guardrails were exclusively Peruvian when they look like that. Unfortunately not. What is this? Right side drive. Is this low cam. We got a crazy blur. Kind of looks like it could be Switzerland. I'm probably just going to go there. I'm not really 100% sure on this one, but I think it could be. I think it could be northern Switzerland for sure. I can't quite tell if that's low cam or not, but we're going to go for it. Ends up being, yeah. So good points there in Switzerland. This one's a little bit more difficult. I would say that looks like Spanish. That also looks like Spanish. Concrete road. Wood poles here. That one I can't really see too well. Don't have any plates. I mean, maybe the green curbs is something here. That's something I've never really seen or noticed before, or certainly didn't remember. Where am I thinking here? Sun looks south, but kind of tough to tell exactly. I would probably go Mexico. I'd probably go Mexico. I guess I could see Guat. I could see Ecuador. For sure could see Ecuador. This brick action going on makes me think more South America than Mexico, to be honest. Ecuador does use a lot of concrete roads. Am I going to get on Ecuador here? If sun is south and I go Ecuador, I'm going to be upset. But the sun could be lying. I'm going to go Mexico. I could see Ecuador for sure, but I'm going to go Mexico. Let's go Puebla. Ends up being Mexico. Okay, it was just got to trust the sun sometimes. Sometimes you can't, but sometimes you can. This should be Indo, right? White middle line. These kind of bollards, I really think about those with Thailand. We are driving left. Although in Thailand, I feel like most often you'd see yellow middle line, which is why I'm leaning Indo here. I think I'm going to go Sumatra. I think I'm going to go up there. Ooh, ends up being East Nusa. That also makes sense with how dry it is, for sure. And I say the dryness because of like this action going on here. The reason I end up going Sumatra there really just comes down to the palms, which I'm sure obviously you can get other places, but they weren't quite the oil palms you get in Sumatra, so maybe you should have gone there. Country streak is down to 3 after the Bolivia mess up, which I don't really feel too bad about. This is US. Can't see what that says. It's 44 east. Feels like Texas, Arizona, New Mexico. That's what it feels like to me. It's so flat. Can I see a 44 east down in here? Not quite. I'm in Mexico there, but I could also see elsewhere. Where else can I see here? It could just be way more north. I mean, it's just really flat. I could see this being like a shock Dakota, like north or south, of course. That's just something I could see, even though it really wouldn't be my first thought. I'm really thinking more like Arizona, New Mexico. I really want to go like near El Paso, to be honest. I really do. A little El Paso action. But I wouldn't mind just like plonking down to New Mexico. Yeah, I'm not really sure what this is. Something's telling me to go down in here, though, but I mean, we don't see any 44, so we know we can't be right with that. I don't know. I'm going to go super West Texas. I mean, we were right in the right ballpark. Ends up being New Mexico. And there's the 44. I mean, that's not even a findable road. Had the right vibe. I'll take that. This should be UAE. Well, we do have a flag, but also like yellow outside line, checkered curbs. Feels weird to me, admittedly. I can't understand how without turning around. I don't really think it's east. I think it's probably just like Sharjah or north of that. Yeah, north of that. Whatever. Okay, I thought Scotland. But is that only because I think this car is driving left when it's just in the middle of the road? I could see Scotland with everything except for this. This tree is just off to me. What to do? Where else could this be? I really just see Scotland the most. The tree makes me think like Portugal. But, I mean, there are like no trees, though. I'm going to go Scotland. What else could I see? I really just think it is. I don't know. Like, it's the combination of like not thinking it is, but also I don't really have anything that I think it is more, even though I could see it being other places. It's a bad combo. I can't see sun direction. I'm going to go Scotland. Ends up being Scotland. Did I overthink that? I don't know. Kind of tough. We have a bollard here. Can't really see it. With the architecture, I mean, I think France, right? But the bollard's not right. Not a French bollard. What else could this be? Belgium? I don't really know what the bollard situation going on in Belgium is. What else do I see here? That's a good question when you're playing Geoguessr that I've kind of just started asking myself more often instead of just thinking, oh, where is it? Thinking, like, what could it be? House is kind of weird. We have something on it. Maybe Czechia? Do I see Czechia here? This house I see. I got some questions about the other ones. The brick just makes me think more west. But I can see that being a back of a Czechia bollard. I think I'm going to go Czechia. I see other stuff, but we're going to go there anyway. Ends up being 40 miles away in Czechia. Kind of a tough round. Happy to get that one. This should be Aus, right? Driving left. Probably an Aussie bollard. Have some eucalyptus-looking trees. We do have these, like, side ditches. I don't know for what reason. Just makes me think West Australia. I'm going to go Western Australia. We're going to go Perth area. Usually, I'm looking for, I don't know, red or dirt to get Western Australia right. I see Vic, but I'm going to go west. Ends up being New South Wales. So 8 streak, but only 19K. 19K is good. Unfortunately, do not guess the right part of Australia. It would have been in Victoria otherwise, which would have been like plus 2,000 or 3,000 points. This one is going to be a streak ender probably. I don't know what this is. I really don't. What could it be? I thought, we have like kind of a birch tree. That's going to help us. Whenever I see something like this, I just go Poland, and it's like, it's right more often than it probably should be. Looking at the side, random greenery on the side of the road here. I really see anything like Slovenia north into the Baltic countries. I really don't know what this is. I'm just going to go Poland. I'm going to go more north of that with these trees. Is it ever Sweden? I don't think so. I think it's, I could see Poland though. I really could. But a lot of birch trees, which you do get in Poland. Do I go Lith? I feel like you just see so many dirt roads. Maybe Estonia? I'm going to go Estonia. Yeah, let's go Estonia. Let's hedge real south, though. Oh, not even close. Did not even consider Russia. Yeah. Near Irkutsk. I don't get Russia on this. It's not a bad idea to go Russia, given the fact that we have birch trees and we're just in the middle of nowhere. But I could not get to that. Tough round. This one, I was gonna say Mexico. That sign is so weird. Should be Mexico though. We have this pole. See the ridges. It's octagonal. I can't say for sure that that is Spanish, but it looks like it says Los to start off, LOS. And then, I mean, we see a fence that I feel like you'd see in Mexico for sure. See the wood fences in like Mexico, Colombia, Guat, Brazil even. Concrete road is a little bit weird, but you do see it in Mexico from time to time. Sun appears to be south with these shadows. Mexico feels pretty good. And I think, I mean, you see these types of trees in this area. I feel like I'm going to go just northeast of Mexico City. Ends up being a pretty good guess. In the right state, Hidalgo. It just felt like the best option. This one, not so easy. We were left side drive. That plate looks black to me with white writing. I mean, I think I'm going to go... it's just so weird. We're on a bridge, obviously. We're left side drive. I think I'd lean Malaysia right now. I mean, left side drive, that plate's tough. It really should not be the UK or Ireland with that plate. Should not be. But it could be bait. I don't know. It's weird. With Malaysia, I mean, I've seen highways like this with arrows. Motorbike makes me think Southeast Asia. We're driving left. We're on a bridge, though. It's a significant bridge. And I would say huge river or something. And then we have like beach action or east and then maybe water after that. But where in Malaysia does it look like this? Is it ever Singapore? Surely not. But I guess it could be. Let's just look into the map here. Where would a bridge like that be? It's an east-west body of water, and we're on a clear north-south bridge. Oh, no. Could it be the bridge? Oh, it totally could be. It totally could be. The bridge from Johor, Malaysia to Singapore. Maybe. I mean, it's significant action going on here. This is tough for me. I think that's the best thing I have right now. I think I'm going to shoot for that and say, you know what? Hopefully it's a 5K. I'm going to go on the Singapore side because it seems like that's where we'd be. And hopefully it's a 5K. Not even close. God, dude, it looked good. It really looked good. Ends up being this bridge, more true north-south than I went, I think. That's tough. And, like, yeah, I mean, it made more sense with this going on because it's literally exactly what I said it was, like beachfront and then water on the other side. I think I just got in my head that this was the bridge. It's not north-south enough. Shoot. 5K-able round. 5K-able round. Didn't get it. Should be Brazil. For reasons I think we talked about already. Black back of sign. Yellow middle lines. And look at just the way the pavement looks. Kind of washed out. Do we see any type of country abbreviation or state abbreviation within Brazil? I don't see any. But should be Brazil. Can't really get a good feel on where this is, though. I mean, we see a big-ass JK there, but I don't know that that's a state code. I don't think there's any JK in Brazil. There's not. Where would this be? Gun to my head, I'd say south. If I absolutely had to pick. I mean, we get a CR here, and that's unlikely to be anything either. Just a lot of times, though, these Science will have really helpful information as to what state you're in. I'm going to go Santa Catarina. Ends up being just north of Belo Horizonte. Tough round to get. This, it's Ukraine, or is it? I mean, we don't have any EU strip on this plate. You see those in Ukraine, I think. We don't see like some classic Russia indicators. And the sign here, I can't even tell if that's Cyrillic. It looks weird. But that looks like Cyrillic. Tough to tell. It's kind of hard to look at. I don't know. Soil color definitely makes me think like Odessa, I would say. Bridge is like northeast, but I don't know how it looks like. It looks like a bridge that maybe a train would go over, but I see like it. Maybe not. Maybe not. Nah, it's not sturdy enough. What am I talking about? I don't know. I don't know what that is. It's not that. I don't know. I don't even know that it's Ukraine. Don't even know that. So it's not that. It's a small bridge. I'm excited to see what this looks like on the map. I'm going to go Ukraine. I could see Russia. I'm going to go Ukraine, though. Ends up being Croatia. And there's that little bridge. I'm not getting Croatia on that. I'm just not. No front plates makes sense. Totally makes sense. Or not no front plates. What am I saying? No EU strip makes sense with this old Croatia coverage. Here's the problem with the NMPZ is I could not tell if that was Cyrillic or not. And zoomed out, it looks like it could have been. Zoomed in, it absolutely is not. This did not look like Cyrillic, but I could tell the font was weird, so I didn't really know how much stock to take in that. And when I saw this, like the CKA, I'm like, okay, that could totally be Cyrillic. But yeah, this right here, definitely don't go Ukraine. Do I go Croatia? I'd like to think that I'd be able to get it at that point with the no EU strip, because I know, even though Croatia, I think it's changed now, at the time of a lot of coverage, it would not have been. We'll do one more. What have I been? I've been recording for about 30 minutes here. Let's try to end on a high note. I don't know what this is. Malta? I mean, with all the kind of, I don't even know what to call these, but like cement blocks or stone blocks, I would go Malta here. Can't really tell driving side as far as I can tell. Like, we can't see the steering wheel on any of these cars. Can't really see any sign. But just with the architecture, I would go Malta. So I think I will. I'm just going to click middle of Malta. Ends up being Malta, 5.5 miles away. Good start for the points. This is Russia. Where in Russia is this? We have neon on the outside of the car here, or outside of the sign. You can barely make out these poles with the leaner, white paint on the bottom. I can see this being Ukraine too. Is the problem. Road quality in Ukraine is usually not great. I think it's Russia. I get more Russia than Ukraine here. And I think we're just like somewhere in here, honestly. I see Ukraine, especially with the road quality, but I'm gonna go Russia here. Ends up being Ukraine. Japan, architecture, language, low cam as well. Japan's tough to region guess in. This one's tough. What is this? I really don't know. I mean, dude, what's going on with this house? Got barbed wire all over these fences? What are you hiding? I don't know. I'm going to find out. Palm trees. Maybe can see language a bit. I think it's Southeast Asia. More likely to be Indo, in my opinion, than Malaysia. I wouldn't rule out Philippines. So many oil palms, though. Gosh, that makes me think Malaysia. Water to the south. Maybe it's just like there. I'd never seen anything like this in Malaysia before. I mean, I could see Indo for sure. I could see like a really weird Thailand, even, to be honest. I don't really think it's going to be anywhere else, though. Architecture is weird to me. Like, the red and white, I don't know what to do with that. And these plants with the pink flowers kind of remind me of Malaysia. I'm going to go exactly where I've gone here. I think it's somewhat likely. I can't even say that. I'm not going to 5K this randomly. I think though that it could be it. Not even close. Guat. Oh, wow. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know what's funny is with this blur, I did think that, you know what, it looks a little bit weird. I wonder if it's car meta, but nah, I convinced myself that it was not. Guat mirrors, but obviously it was panned away. Huge lake going on. Lago de Isabel. Tough. I mean, this architecture did not look Southeast Asian to me. These flowers did, though. I feel like you see those in Malaysia. But look at these oil palms, man. I think they are, right? I was thinking Southeast Asia all the way. Tough round. Fun round, but tough round. Couldn't really see language. I saw this, Lamya. I'm like, I can see that being like Indo or Malaysia. Tough round, really tough round. I don't go Guat there. I don't know where to go for this one. I mean, it kind of looks like, in a way, with these trees and with me not knowing what's going on, looks like Funchal, Madeira, right? That round we had the other day. I don't think that it is, but with these like eucalyptus-looking trees, I don't think it's Australia with how it looks. So I think that's a decent bet. Nope, Sri Lanka. Another tough round. Another tough round. We didn't get car meta, which is helpful in Sri Lanka. Didn't get any polls, which would be really helpful in Sri Lanka. Just got these bad boys looking at me, making me go Madeira. Oh, man. I'm getting cooked out here. 11K, but like, wow, that's a tough seed. That's such a tough round, man. Ukraine for Russia, obviously a fixable mistake. I got to end better than that. That is one of the toughest rounds I've had in MPZ. This one I don't know. I would go France. Is that do you have kind of like cone on the top of that pole? Yeah, I see France here. Is it being UK? Nope. Done with that seed. Done with that one. Right side drive, green signs, seaside city. What is this? Initially, I thought Southeast Asia. I'm still thinking, it looks so Thailand to me, but we're right side drive, so it can't be. But I also don't think it's Laos. We have a huge body of water to the south. It's not that. Surely, right? I mean, no. It is not this. It's the ocean, right? It's got to be the Philippines. Seaside city? I think it has to be. I don't know. It sounds kind of familiar, but I don't know. I don't know what it would be. I mean, I could see it being a huge lake like this, and you'd obviously be way more likely to see English here. Seaside city. Sounds somewhat familiar. But is that even like I guess it doesn't even maybe say city. I'm kind of jumping to conclusions on that one. Can't read what that says. Any chance Taiwan with the green signs? I could also see Taiwan. It just seems so weird. But would you have a seaside city here? I don't think you would. But again, I don't know that it says that. Does that even say, like... I can't tell what that says. Where am I going to go for this? I have no idea. I have no idea where to go. Get off my screen. Hey, there we go. What is this? I don't see any Taiwan polls. I think I'm going to go away from Taiwan. The green sign kind of freaks me out a bit. I've kind of convinced myself it's Southeast Asia. Is it ever not? I mean, so many motorbikes. It's got to be. In this car, too. That's Southeast Asia. What is this, though? I really don't know. I think I'm going to go Philippines. I think I'm going to go back to Philippines. I explored plenty of options here. Is there a seaside city? I mean, you'd have to be here. Somewhere, right? It's not seaside city. Again, I'm not even sure that that's what that says, or that's even really a thing. But I'm looking. Kind of would be a sick 5K. I just don't have information. Being able to zoom in on those signs would be so fun. Water south is all we really know. Maybe that's land. Tough to say. I am going to go there. It is the Philippines. Ends up being Cebu City. And is there anything in here that says seaside city? Let's first of all get a good look at what some of these things are. It surely does. Seaside city, Cebu. F, dude. It's exactly what that says. What does this say? Port area, and then Talsay. I thought that might have said port, but that really wouldn't have changed much because obviously we're on the water. But, yeah. Fun round. That really got me thinking. Although it was probably just obvious Philippines the entire time. Okay. It's Russia. This is Russia. This is not Ukraine. You know, I thought it was in this range. I honestly think we could be there-ish. Here's the issue. I also think this could be way more east, which really concerns me. Like a lot, especially with some of the colors I'm seeing on these houses. I feel like that's a real east thing. Do I just go like Novosibirsk? Yeah, let's do it. If it's where I clicked initially, I'm going to be sad. I think this is a better change, though. Gosh. Wasn't where I clicked initially. I was here. Not equidistant, but I would have been closer. It makes sense. It does make sense. What is this? Dude, these rounds are tough. We got it looks like a nice car. It looks like a Jaguar maybe behind us. No EU strip, but this square concrete pole and this architecture, what is this? I think it's Russia again. Why do I want to go so east here? I'm going to. They can't stop me. I don't know what this is exactly, but like the fence and the wood houses makes me think Russia. I just don't know where to guess regionally, especially NMPZ. Why do I want to go east, dude? What are the odds? I mean, it's surely not here. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty east. Pretty east, just not as east as I went. I really went for it. This is also Russia. Okay. Yeah, a little black sock at the end of the white pole here. We got some bollards going on. To me, this actually does feel like this area. Road's going northeast. Maybe it's that. Kind of feels like it could be. It's being, oh, so good. Was there the sand going on? Oh, fucking hell. There was. I didn't even think about it. Surgut sand. Surgut sand is kind of a big thing. Now, you do get it in other places, but also it's really common right around here. And also, like, I think east and west. Specifically, I remember west. I could only deal with so many rushes in a row before I start to lose it. This should be Australia. I think these poles are Northern Territory. I'm going to go Darwin. I think it should be. Really should be. Ends up being Catherine, but Northern Territory. I'm going to do another one, man. I just got 3 rushes. And I guessed really close to round 3 on round 2. I just guessed not all that well. 3 rushes, all pretty close to each other, and my guess is really... This one was wild. I went for it, okay? But I'm not ashamed. It's a 41-minute video. Czech bollards, Slovak bollards. I think it's more likely to be Czechia with the flatness. Let's go there. Yeah, 40 miles away. This should be... Ooh. What should this be? I mean, I'm confused. I think is it just Jordan? Something about this is so weird to me. We're on some type of roundabout. We have English over here, but also I think this is Arabic. No, it doesn't look like Arabic. No, it looks weird though. Something's off. What is this? It looks like the desert though. Yellow curbs. I mean, we got some weird palm tree action going on. Ever Baja? Taco Baja here. Lubricentro Baltolu. I don't know what that means. What could this be? Sun looks like it's in the north. Ever Chile? I don't think it's Arge with the plates. Chile, Bolivia. I don't know. Something about it's weird. Ever Peru even? I don't know what this is. I think I do like South America though here. I just don't know what it is. Peru, Bolivia, Chile. Those are my 3. Is it ever Mexico still? No, I don't think so. I thought about it. I see it, but I think Sun has this in the south. Now that I see some of these shadows. Yeah, I'm gonna go. What is most likely? I'm gonna not go Bolivia. We have some type of thing here. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna go Peru. I'm gonna go Peru. Chile. I thought about it. It's on the border. Tough round. All white lines. Should be Turkey. We also have some bollards here too. Very dry. But I still think we're going to be like not super south. So I'm going to go just like Geoguessr hedge. Ends up being decent. More south than I expected. Chile flag, also commonly confused with Texas. But yeah, should be Chile. Very green. I'm going to go like Timbuktu. Also, we do have water to the south. It doesn't seem significant. But, I mean, I guess it could be. Southwest, maybe. Maybe we're there. Ends up being even more south. Yeah, water was not huge. Single yellow line. Could be Mexico. Mexico is a really good option here. This little patchwork fence makes me think Colombia. I definitely see northern Colombia. Definitely see it. I'm going to go Mexico, though. Single yellow middle line. Got some cactus action going on here. Some caction. I think it's more likely to be Mexico. And I think it's going to be in here somewhere. I mean, maybe even more north. More south. Decent guess, though. 21K. Good one to end on. Some tough rounds in there for sure. I'm pretty happy with how I played, though, overall. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.